House Party 3. Holla at a pimp. Play that motherfucker one more again if you would. Let's get the spirit, church. I don't care what you say, this song is gonna make you happy. This is the kind of song when you walk into the Slauson swap meet with $400, and you know not only can you buy anything you want, bitch, you can buy a booth if you want to. Just go and play it. This is a song that plays in your head when you go to Ralph's. And the register comes up at $146, and you know you ain't got but $140, and then you pull out your Ralph card and watch the shit just come tumbling down. Y'all don't feel me. What I'm saying is a song like this could change your life if you would just allow it. It's time to do some new shit. You need a theme song in your life. I don't give a fuck what you say. You can't fight to that song. You can pull out your gun, but you can't shoot. You just... is that if you... I know some of y'all hate your job. You wake up happy and mad at the same time. You just, good morning, shit. You need a song like this on your alarm clock, but you can wake up to some pimp shit in the morning. You just fucked it. Go. Feel what I'm saying? What I'm saying is that even if you recycle cans for a living, if you could just put that song in your shopping cart, you'd be all right. You just gone down Sunset. Y'all don't feel what the fuck I'm saying. I'm saying even if you had the shopping cart with the fucked up wheel, you still just... I think you feel me. I think, what I'm saying is even if you worked at McDonald's and somebody came through the drive-thru and ordered a number 7, and you looked around and nobody was working but you. If you could just get that song on the PA system, you'd be all right. You just fucked it. From LA, y'all need to decide what you are going to do about the weather. The last 3 days in this motherfucker, it's been hot, sunny, mild, breezy, cold, rainy, sleety. A pimp don't know what to wear in this raggedy motherfucker. It's bullshit. I'm in the hotel lobby with a fur coat on, some swim trunks, and some Timberlands, because I don't know what may happen in this raggedy bitch this evening. Y'all got to change this shit. This is bullshit. Now, it is 2004. I do not have a lot of time. Oh my God. I love you so much. I just want a girlfriend just like you. Would y'all please make a round of applause for Layla Lee, please, God? You are the dream woman. All we want is a fine-ass woman that can knock a nigga out. That's all we really want. So that I don't have to fight sometime. I just be in them all just, no, baby, you got this one, you got this one. Some beautiful shit. Now, I need to talk to my my people. Now, that does not necessarily mean black people. I've had as many problems with niggas as I have had with white people. So I'm only talking to my people, the SPS type of people, secret pimp society. If you don't know, don't ask, bitch, you ain't invited. Now, this is a new year. You got to do new shit. First of all, stop letting motherfuckers think you're stupid. We're not stupid. The world is crazy. It ain't us. These motherfuckers got to stop on TV. They got the nerve to lie and tell the truth to us at the same time. This got to be the last year we tolerate that shit. How you gonna lie and tell the truth? You wouldn't tolerate that at the club. If you was with a girl and you was dancing, you was like, so, how many kids you got? She was like 6. I mean 1. Bitch, that ain't funny. How many you got? That's what they do. They lie and tell the truth at the same time. You seen the commercial. You can get a brand new 2004 Expedition, no credit, bad credit, bankrupt, divorce, parole violation, whatever your problem is, on approved credit. Did you just say no credit, bad credit, on approved credit? That's like you meet a woman at the club, she tell you, I'm gonna give you some pussy, never. But bitch, that ain't the same then. That's not the same. Then they got commercials for medication. Where the side effect is worse than the shit that they're curing. And I didn't think nobody was noticing but me. All I'm saying is I'm taking some shit for asthma. I don't need the side effect to be shortness of breath. That's what the fuck I came to you for. They got some shit. They got some shit called Xenical. Now, Xenical is a fat blocker. And if weight is heavy on your mind, you got to be excited about something called a fat blocker, because you don't necessarily want to stop eating. But you wouldn't mind something blocking the fat every now and again. They show you the commercial, they show you the woman, she's overweight, she's unhappy. 3 seconds later, she's in a bikini, running through flowers, and you think, I want to run through some flowers too. Because you envision a pill in your throat all day. Just blocking fat, just... Then they say possible side effects are gas with an oily discharge, diarrhea, and the inability to stop it. What the fuck? Gas with an oily discharge. It's already embarrassing to fart in church as it is. Now you got to ruin your clothes? You just, nigga, that ain't never coming out. No, nigga, that's oil. That's oil. It's all bullshit, I'm telling you. Weed is still illegal. Why? Nobody knows. It couldn't possibly be because it's a drug. That don't even make sense. It's just a plant. It just grows like that. And if you should happen to set it on fire, there are some effects. But that's not the same as drugs. You got to do things to it chemically. You got to add baking soda, water, stir it up. I don't know the recipe, I'm just saying it's some shit you got to do to it. Now, aspirin is perfectly legal. But if you take 13 of them motherfuckers, it'll be your last headache. As long as you have been living, you ain't never heard of a motherfucker overdose on marijuana. You might have thought that nigga was dead. He ain't dead. He gonna wake up in 30 minutes, hungry enough to eat up everything in your house. That's how it works. It's hungry, happy, sleepy. That's it. But this is bullshit. They think we stupid. They can do everything else, technology-wise. They can clone sheep. They can make a baby without the mama. We all remember the cell phone. You remember when that motherfucker first came out? That motherfucker was this goddamn big. Came in a suitcase with a shoulder strap. We all remember that. Now that motherfucker is so small that by next year it's just gonna be a chip on a nigga's tongue. You gonna be smoking a cigarette. Hello? No, nigga, I got you on the tongue phone. Hold on, I got another call. Hello? Now, what I'm saying is in 2004, you got to start making decisions that are best for you. Some of y'all just lie entirely too much. In 2004, stop lying to motherfuckers. Some of y'all got bill collectors keep calling all the time. That's because you keep giving them words that make them lie. Like, I'm not ready right yet. My shit ain't come in right now. Just tell them motherfuckers the truth. Don't be mean, don't be nasty, just tell them the truth. Just, hello? Yes, this is he. No, I know. Well, how much is it? Fuck. Okay, your name is Jerry, right? Jerry, are you by a computer where you can get this down? Okay, I am never, ever gonna fucking pay y'all. No, not payments, not installments, I'm not doing shit, Jerry. Don't threaten me, Jerry, I already got bad credit. Y'all should have turned that shit off last month. God bless you too, God bless you too. Start telling motherfuckers the truth. Now, some of y'all just need to go on and smoke weed because there's a chemical in weed that's called fuck it. And if you can just get that in your system, it can make your shit better. Some of y'all be crying about bills you can't pay. You just, I don't know what I'm gonna do about this light bill. They want the whole thing. They don't want a deposit or nothing. They want the whole. Just hit the weed one time and see if it don't change your perception of what's going on in your life. I don't know what I'm gonna do about this light bill. Fuck them goddamn lights. I got 12 candles. I've been waiting to burn them motherfuckers. Now see, because it's time to start having fun in your little ragged ass life. It really is. Black people, we don't even dance no more. We used to go to the club and really do our shit. Now we so busy worrying about who they with, what these niggas got on, who they with, why they looking. You need to party with some white people. White people don't give a fuck about nothing. They just come to party. They don't give a shit about the song, the club, the drinks, the beat, nothing. Them motherfuckers are just ready to party. The beat will be right there and they'll dance all around that motherfucker. Niggas being like, you can't dance like that to 50 niggas. Follow you some white people, make up your own shit. Cause we've been doing the bankhead bounce for 12 motherfucking years. It's bullshit now. You be in the club, you doing your shit. You look over, this nigga doing the same shit. Now you gotta get special with yours. This nigga wanna throw his back out to show you. Go in the club and make up your own shit. Now you need to be very, very in your head for this. Because some of y'all don't know that haters run in a gang. They're never solitary. So while you're doing your shit, it's gonna be haters on. Fuck them. Do your shit. Walk in the club and make up your own shit. If you can do it for 5 seconds, I promise it'll free your entire life. DJ, just play something. I don't give a fuck what it is. Just as soon as you walk in the club, something's gonna be playing. Just walk in. I need to tell you that you need to make sure that all the shit that means something to you means something to you. If you married, hold on to that motherfucker till it ain't no good. How many of y'all got kids? Make some noise if you got kids. That's the most powerful thing in the world. I say this at every show. If you got a crazy ass baby mama nigga, it's a nigga testifying in the back. If you got a crazy ass baby mama, just try and work with her ass if you can. I'm a single father. I done had niggas, he was 9 months old, he 8. I'm just here to tell you this ain't no motherfucking joke. This is a goddamn job. Every motherfucking day raising these little ragged ass motherfuckers. That's a goddamn job. This nigga, first of all, he wake up at 5:30 every motherfucking morning. He don't give a fuck about weekends, weekdays, what time daddy get home. At 5:30 he's up. Not only is he up before Jesus, he ain't got no job. He ain't got no bill, so not only is he up at an ungodly hour, he is happy than a motherfucker for no apparent reason. At 5:30 every morning, he just, good morning, daddy. Time for some cereal. I done put that nigga to bed at 5:15. At 5:30, he just, good morning, daddy. Time for some cereal. But that's my motherfucking nigga. I don't know about you, I'm a pimp. Right here. I ain't a pimp as far as putting hoes on the street. I'm a pimp right here. I think pimp, therefore I am. So that's how I deal with my son, see. See, the first rule of pimping is you can't lie. Some of y'all niggas think you're pimping because you got 2 girlfriends, but them bitches don't know each other. That's not pimping. I tell the truth. My son is 8. He ain't never believed in Santa Claus. I'm sorry. I cannot afford for him to walk around thinking it's a white man going through the ghetto giving niggas PlayStations. No, baby, no. Daddy bought that with his weed money, baby. Can you say sacrifice? Sacrifice, very good. Me and that nigga talk. He came to me 2 months ago, he said, Daddy, I want an Xbox. I said, well, sit right here, pimpin'. Let me holler at you. Now, the first thing you need to understand is the Xbox is $199.99. Now, Daddy can do this all day, every day, no problem. But I need you to understand it only come with 1 controller. That means Daddy can't play with you, your friends can't play with you, it's just you. That means I gotta buy another controller at $34.95. Now, Daddy can do this all day, every day, no problem. But I need you to understand it only come with 2 games. You gonna be through with them motherfuckers tonight. That means Daddy gotta buy 3, 4 other games at $45 to $55 a piece. Now, Daddy can do this all day, every day, no problem. Or, I can look in the recycler under the classified section and I can get you what's known as a Nintendo 64. Now, it's not gonna be new. So it's gonna come with like 20 games that other kids have already opened and played with to make sure it's fun. Then me and you got like $200-300 left over. We can go all across the country, stop in ice cream trucks, buy 6 nuggets, don't eat 6, eat 3, throw the other 3 out the window because we don't give a fuck because we got money like that. And that nigga sit right there and make a pimp decision. He just... You say 20 games? Well, we just gonna get the Nintendo then, Daddy. That's my motherfucking nigga. Make a pimp decision then. When the new Jordans come out, I take that nigga to the Foot Locker with the rest of the children and let him try them on. Just go and try them on. No, they tight, they tight. Okay, I want you to do me a favor. Run down this aisle real quick. I have no time yet. On your march, get set, go. 9 seconds, 9 seconds. That was fast. Okay, come on, hey, listen, I want to show you something. I want to show you something. Now put the Batmans on them. Put the Batmans on. Make sure the Velcro is tight. Make sure the Velcro is tight. And let Daddy holler at you, Pippin. Now, if you want the Jordans, Daddy can get the Jordans all day, every day, no problem. But for the same price as the Jordans, you can get the Batmans, the the Robins, the Pokemons, the Digimons. You can get these that don't have no name, but they light up every time you walk, just every step you take. And that nigga bling bling out the stove. He just... Y'all been all that, I've been Katt in the Hat. Thanks for the time.
Chimo mabaminda na usawidi gozo iye uya limbe kumba na usawidi gozo habawa iye. Something is killing me slowly and I'm feeling so lonely, but this thing I must to talk all my people they for bush and
Okay, hold on. I just saw this title. Katt Williams on This Is How You Know She's Really Black Woman. And I already know this is about to be some classic Katt Williams cultural commentary that's going to be hilarious, insightful, controversial, and absolutely on point all at the same time. Because when Katt talks about black culture, when he talks about black women specifically, he's speaking from inside the culture with love, knowledge, and zero filter. First, let me acknowledge that this title is going to make some people immediately defensive. What do you mean, really black woman? Is he gatekeeping blackness? Is he stereotyping? And I get those concerns. But if you know Katt Williams, you know he's not coming from a place of exclusion or disrespect. He's coming from a place of cultural observation. He's talking about cultural markers, behavioral patterns, experiences, and characteristics that are common in Black American culture, specifically among black women. This is in-group commentary. This is someone from the culture talking about the culture. That's different from outside observers making generalizations. Katt has the cultural credibility and the lived experience to make these observations. And knowing Katt, he's probably doing it with affection, with respect, even when he's being funny about it. Let me talk about what Katt is probably getting at with, "This is how you know she's really black woman." He's probably talking about cultural authenticity versus performance. Because in the age of social media, in the age of cultural appropriation, and people picking and choosing aspects of black culture to adopt, there's a difference between someone who's genuinely from black culture and someone who's performing blackness, or adopting certain cultural markers without the full context. Katt is probably identifying the tells, the signs that separate authentic black cultural experience from imitation or performance. And these aren't about biology or skin color necessarily. These are about culture, upbringing, community, shared experience. Because blackness isn't monolithic, and Katt knows that. But there are common cultural threads that run through black American experience, especially for black women. What might Katt be talking about? Let me speculate based on his comedy style and cultural knowledge. The relationship with church. Real black women grew up in church, not just attending occasionally. They know the difference between the main service and the midnight service on New Year's Eve. They can identify which denomination a church is just by the way they clap during praise and worship. They know what it means when the pastor says, "Turn to your neighbor and say." They've been to enough fish fries and bake sales to fund church renovations. They know Sister Johnson, who's been playing the organ for 40 years, and Mother Williams, who's had the same seat in the third pew for decades. That church experience shapes communication style, values, sense of community, relationship with music and performance. It's foundational to black American culture in a way that someone adopting black cultural markers from the outside might not fully grasp. The hair journey. Katt is definitely going to talk about hair, because black women's relationship with their hair is cultural education. Real black women know the struggle of getting your hair hot-combed as a child and having your ear burned. The transition from relaxers to natural. The difference between a press and a perm. Protective styling and why you don't touch someone's braids. The politics of workplace hair discrimination. The cost and time investment of maintenance. The community of the beauty shop braiding salon. The fear of rain, humidity, swimming when your hair is done. The encyclopedia knowledge of products, techniques, and YouTube tutorials. This isn't just vanity. It's cultural practice passed down through generations, shaped by racism and resistance, community and creativity. Someone who hasn't lived that journey might wear the hairstyles but won't have the full cultural context. The communication style. Real black women have a way of communicating that's specific and recognizable. The ability to convey an entire paragraph with one look. The strategic use of with different inflections, meaning completely different things. The neck movement that accompanies certain statements. The ability to read someone to filth without raising your voice. The deployment of silence as a weapon. The specific rhythm and cadence of Black American English. The cultural references that don't need explanation within the community. The ability to code switch depending on context. This communication style is learned, not performed. It comes from community. From watching mothers and grandmothers and aunties. From being in spaces where this is the norm. The survival skills. Katt might talk about the specific survival skills black women develop. Navigating racism in professional spaces. Protecting and defending black men and children. Managing the strong black woman stereotype while also being human. Building community and support networks. The receipts. Always having receipts. Always documenting. The ability to make something out of nothing. The resourcefulness born from necessity. The hypervigilance required to move through the world. These aren't just personality traits. These are survival strategies developed over generations in response to specific historical and social conditions. The family dynamics. Real black women know. The matriarchal structure of many black families. The role of the grandmother as family anchor. The concept of play cousins and extended family. The specific dynamics of family gatherings. The importance of respect for elders. The communal child-rearing approach. The specific expectations around holidays and celebrations. These family structures and dynamics are cultural, shaped by historical circumstances and community values. The food culture. Katt is probably going to mention food because food is culture. Knowing the difference between macaroni and cheese, made from scratch, and mac and cheese, from a box. Understanding that potato salad is serious business. Knowing what fixing your plate means at a family gathering, and the specific seasonings and cooking techniques passed down. Down. P-L-I. The importance of Sunday dinner. P. The cultural significance of certain foods. P. The ability to cook without measuring because you learned by watching. P. Food knowledge is cultural transmission. It's how traditions get passed down, how community gets maintained. The music and dance real black women grew up with. Specific musical education, gospel, soul, R&B, hip-hop. Knowing the difference between stepping and just dancing. Understanding the cultural context of certain songs. The ability to immediately start dancing when certain songs come on. Knowledge of artists, lyrics, cultural moments in black music history. The relationship between music and resistance, celebration, community. Music is central to black culture in specific ways that outsiders might appreciate but not fully understand from the inside. Now let me address potential criticism of this kind of cultural datekeeping. Blackness isn't monolithic. True, and Katt knows that. But there are common cultural threads in black American experience, especially for women. Acknowledging those doesn't erase diversity within the community. This reinforces stereotypes, maybe, but there's a difference between stereotypes imposed from outside and cultural observations from within. Katt is speaking from inside the culture with love and knowledge. Not all black women have these experiences, Correct. And Katt probably acknowledges that. But many do. And those shared experiences create community and cultural continuity. This excludes biracial, multiracial women. That's a legitimate concern. The black community has complex relationships with colorism, mixed-race identity, and who counts as black. Katt might address this, or he might focus specifically on a particular subset of black cultural experience. This is essentializing, perhaps, but cultural identity is partially about shared markers and experiences. That's what creates group identity and community. I think what Katt is doing, if I'm reading this right, is celebrating black women and black culture. He's identifying the things that make black cultural experience unique and valuable. He's saying, this is us. This is our culture. These are our women, and it's beautiful and specific, and not something that can just be adopted superficially. That's not gatekeeping in a negative way. That's protecting culture from appropriation and dilution. It's saying, you can appreciate our culture, but you can't just pick and choose the parts you like without understanding the context, the history, the struggle, the resistance, the creativity that produced these cultural practices. Let me talk about Katt's delivery because that matters too. Katt isn't going to present this as a serious sociology lecture. He's going to act out scenarios. He's going to do impressions. He's going to exaggerate for comedic effect while still making true observations. He's going to have the audience dying laughing while also nodding their heads in recognition. Black women in the audience are probably going to be hollering because they recognize what he's describing. They've lived it. They see themselves and their mothers and their aunties and their girlfriends in his observations. That recognition creates community and validation. Non-black people in the audience are getting education disguised as entertainment. They're learning about black culture from someone with insider knowledge. They're getting context for behaviors and practices they might have observed but not understood. And here's the thing. Katt can say things about black culture and black women that would be problematic coming from outside the community. That's the nature of in-group versus out-group commentary. We can talk about our own communities in ways that outsiders can't. We can make observations and jokes that would be offensive coming from someone without cultural membership and knowledge. That's not a double standard, that's context. It's the difference between family members joking about family dysfunction and outsiders making the same jokes. One is informed by love and insider knowledge. The other is presumptuous at best and offensive at worst. Now I'm thinking about what specific scenarios or stories Katt might tell in this bit. A story about a black woman's reaction to disrespect. An observation about black women at the beauty shop. A scenario involving a black mother disciplining her children. A description of black women at church. A bit about black women's friendships and loyalty. An observation about black women's strength and resilience. A story about cultural code switching. Each of these could be comedy gold while also being culturally specific and insightful. I'm also wondering if Katt addresses colorism and texturism within the black community. Because really black can unfortunately sometimes get weaponized within the community against lighter-skinned black women or black women with certain features. If Katt is thoughtful, and he usually is, he might address that complexity. That cultural blackness isn't about skin tone or features, but about experience and community. Let me talk about why this kind of cultural comedy is important. Cultural preservation. Comedy is one way culture gets documented and passed down. Future generations will watch Katt's comedy and learn about black cultural practices and values. Community building. Shared recognition of cultural markers creates bonds and community among black people, especially black women. Education. Non-black people get insight into black culture from someone with authority and knowledge to speak on it. Celebration. This isn't about mocking or criticizing black women. It's about celebrating what makes black culture unique and beautiful. Resistance. In a world that often devalues blackness, explicitly identifying and honoring black cultural practices is an act of resistance. Authenticity. In an age of cultural appropriation, drawing distinctions between authentic cultural participation and superficial adoption is important. Alright, I'm ready to watch this video, and I'm expecting Katt's signature animated storytelling style, PT, specific vivid details that make scenarios memorable. PT, exaggeration for comedic effect that's still rooted in truth. PT, audience participation through recognition and laughter. PT, potential controversy that sparks conversation. PT, insight disguised as entertainment. PT, love for black women and black culture throughout. PT, humor that makes serious cultural points accessible. This is Katt Williams doing what he does best, using comedy to explore culture, identity, and community. Making people laugh while making them think about who they are, where they come from, and what makes their culture unique and valuable. Let's hear what Katt has to say about black women and black culture. I'm ready to laugh, learn, and recognize the truth in his observations.